What's good? What's good? Not DoorDash right now. I follow a variety of gig app channels because I myself do a lot of the gig apps. And there seems to be a theme that I am also experiencing, which is that DoorDash sucks right now. If you're not in their like top dasher program, which pretty much means you have to accept a bunch of orders, and if you don't play their game, you are going to struggle now just to even be able to get on the map. So if you're not familiar with how DoorDash works, if you're not a top dasher, you have to wait until you see your little map area turn some color of pink or red before they will actually let you dash. So it's almost false advertisement when they say you can dash anytime you want. That's if you play their game. And they have a lot of ways to manipulate people into playing their game, which means accepting crappy orders sometimes. An example of a crappy order, Uber Eats does this too. I get blown away sometimes when I'll see like a $2 payout or $2 opportunity gig. They're like, we're gonna pay you $2.02 to drive 6 miles, 1 pickup, 1 drop off for a customer. That makes 0 cents for the driver. And what that means is that this person probably has like an Uber premium package, so they pay a monthly fee, but then they don't have to pay a delivery charge every time they place an order. So for people who place a lot of orders, it pays off. But then if you don't tip on top of that, this person pays like $20 a month and then they get whatever number of deliveries free. So when you don't tip, Uber pays the driver the smallest amount possible to get this order fulfilled. Same thing with DoorDash. I think they have something called like Dash Pass or something like that. And most gig drivers will say, don't accept garbage. That's a garbage order. Because what happens is, if somebody accepts the garbage order, the customer's going to continue placing garbage orders. And if they continue to get fulfilled, they're just going to continue to be created. I really, really, really want to go into a diatribe around economics, capitalism, and the welfare state right now, but I'll keep it short. There are drivers who may or may not be in the country legally, who also, in some municipalities, are able to collect welfare benefits, who then can also work on these gig apps because they can get a social security number or a tax identification number, and then they don't report this income on their taxes because they don't report their taxes because they may or may not be here legally. So they are getting welfare and they're working without reporting that income. So those people have more of an incentive to take these garbage orders because they don't have to worry as much about their car breaking down because they're getting aid from the government and they're double dipping in their income. And so when you see these people and they have like Escalades and really nice vehicles, there's your clue. There's your clue. I grew up in Skagit Valley. That's very common there. I got a little off track, but I believe it is honestly connected because I suspect some of these people are the ones who are accepting these trash orders because they don't care. And so what that does is that drives the market down. More and more people are going, okay, let's get back on track. I'm sorry. DoorDash. What happened to DoorDash? Many drivers are experiencing this. So I suspect something might be on the horizon. It looks like they're probably trying to force out the cherry picking. That's what we call it. They're trying to force out the cherry picking drivers. So we're the people who will decline trash orders and wait for the good ones, like a $7 for 3 miles. I'll do that all day. I will do that all day. I don't think most consumers truly understand like how little we get paid. They just see all these exorbitant fees and whatnot, and they think that the drivers are doing okay, but we're not. When like $2 sometimes is the base pay, and then you have to rely on tip on top of that, and customers are tipping less, they're ordering less. The gig economy right now is kind of crap. Well, the economy in general is kind of crap. We can blame the statists, the globalists, the New World Orderists, whatever you want to call them. There is a class war going on right now, and it's not left versus right. It's top versus bottom. And a very, 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 very large majority of us are on the bottom. But that's why they fuel the culture wars, to divide the population so we are unable to unite, to stand up and stop playing their games. And it's not the game of capitalism. It is the game of statism, the game of fascism. America is like really not a free country. Really not a free country. And it's so funny seeing conservatives are like rootin' tootin' patriotic America. They're on the right track in some ways, but also they've become just like the left, and it's really sad. Like, I can see the polarization so clearly, and it's so depressing. Most people are brainwashed. This video took a weird turn, I'm sorry. This channel has no point. It has no purpose, kind of like my life. I'm just a homeless gig worker who hates the government. Whatever. Thank you for listening.